Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class. So in the last class we done the topic of finding the inverse of a matrix. We know how to find the inverse of a matrix in matrix, that is by using elementary transformation. So last class we did inverse by using determinant. So formula is 1 by determinant A multiplied by adjoint A. But the main topic of finding inverse is going to be finding adjoint. So what is adjoint? So to come to adjoint, first we have to start by finding minus, then cofactors, then adjoint. So once I got the minus of each element, if you want, by using definition you can convert the minus to cofactors. Otherwise simply construct the matrix of minus, multiply that by sign matrix, get the cofactor matrix, and the transpose of the cofactor matrix will be called as the adjoint of the matrix. So once I got adjoint, then I am going to find inverse. But there is a condition. I cannot find out inverse of every matrix. Inverse can be obtained only for a non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix, determinant A should not be equal to 0. So this is the concept what's been covered in the last class. So today let's continue with some more problems. I've already done the worked examples of this topic. Now let us concentrate today on, we have done with the worked examples. All the worked examples are done. So the next thing is, let's go for exercise. So it's actually given as evaluate the following determinants. It's not evaluate. Okay, you have to make a correction. Write the minus and cofactors of each element of the following determinants. So please make this correction in your EPL book. So at the heading of the exercise, just below that, it's been given as expand the following determinant. No, it's not that. You have to write this statement there. So for each and every element of the given determinant, we have to find out the minors and cofactors. So for example, first one, determinant 2 minus 4 0 3. So we have 4. So what I will do here, in the first main I will select one column, that's for 2 cross 2, and in the second main I'm going to select 1. Okay, and the rest 2 will be given as assignment for you. So let's find out minor of 2, this element, correct? Now, so its minor of 2 will be, so blocking this row and this column, the remaining element will be 3. Now similarly, minor of minus 4 will be 0, minor of 0 will be 4. Okay, it will be minus 4, and minor of 3 will be equal to 2. Minor is over. Now if you want to find out cofactor of 2 equal to, see, quite simple, just by the side of it you can write down the signs. Okay, see, sign of the first row plus minus, and sign of the second row minus plus. That's easy. So cofactor of 2 will be equal to 3 plus 3. That's it. Now cofactor of minus 4 will be equal to 0. Cofactor of 0 minus multiplied by minus, that's going to be 4, and cofactor of 3 will be equal to 2. That's easy to convert. If not, what some people will do here, see, 2 is an element. 2 is an element of first row, first column. So when finding the cofactor, they will write it minus 1 power 1 plus 1 multiplied by the minor of that element. Will take long time to do this procedure. So better you just go with the convenient method, multiplying with the sign matrix. That's easy to find out the cofactors. So that's about the first column. Then let me select, in the second main I am going to select the second one, 1 0 4 3 5 minus 1, then 0 1 2. Let's find out the minors and cofactors of each element. Okay, now the heading, minor of 1 equal to, so as you know, I have to block the column and row in which that element is present and take the determinant of the remaining 4 elements. So on direct expansion, so that's going to be 10 minus of minus 1 multiplied by 1 will be minus 1 will be equal to 11. So let's keep doing this. Minor of 0, so block the second column, first row, so that will be equal to 6 minus 0 equal to 6. Minor of 4, 3 minus 0, that will be equal to 3. Now the next thing, minor of second row I have to start with. Minor of 3 block the first column, second row. Remainings are these 4. So multiply 0 minus 4 or it will be equal to minus 4. Then the next thing, minor of 5 equal to, minor of 5 equal to, block the second column, second row, multiply these two. So 2 minus 0 or it's going to be 2. Minor of minus 1, block the third column, second row and expand the remaining. 1 minus 0, nothing but 1. Next, minor of 0. Now I'm going to start with the third row. Minor of 0. Block the first column, second row, expand the remaining 4. So 0 minus 20 or it is minus 20. The next, minor of 1. Block the third row and the second column. Remaining 4 elements. Minus 1 minus 12 equal to minus 13. The last, minor of 2 equal to. So what is minor of 2 will be 5 minus 0 or it's going to be 5. Now how to convert from minus to cofactors? I have already given you a method what to do. So you have to find out cofactor of 1 equal to. So the best option what I suggest you is plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. Multiply the minus with the corresponding signs. So minor of cofactor of 1 plus 11. So cofactor of the next element, cofactor of 0 minus 6. Next, cofactor of 4. Cofactor of 4, minor is actually 3 plus 3. So it's going to be just 3 itself. Next, cofactor of the second row. Cofactor of 3. What is minor of 3? Minus 4. So minus into minus will be plus. And the next one, cofactor of 5 plus 2. Correct. Okay. Now cofactor of minus 1. Cofactor of minus 1 will be minus 1 itself. Next, cofactor of 0. Now multiply the sign here. Plus into minus is going to be minus, minus 20 as it is. Cofactor of 1. Cofactor of 1, you have to multiply the minus sign for this. So plus 13. And the last thing, cofactor of 2. Cofactor of 2 will be equal to 5. This is actually an easier method where chances of errors are very less. So I suggest you to practice this. Different lecturers, different authors will give you different methods, but the answer is still the same. So I have adopted one of the easiest method for my students and they can remember this easily. Okay, so not to worry, you do it any method, still you will get the marks. Clear, students? So I told you there are 4 problems, so it's better I do the 2 problems. So I have done it for the first and the third. Okay, I have given you remaining 2 for assignment. Now let me select problem number 3 in this. Problem number 3 is using cofactors of the elements of the second row, evaluate delta equal to 5, 3, 8, 2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. See, they said evaluate, that means expand it and get the value of delta. But they said the condition is using the elements of the second row. Okay, students, if you remember, I told you one property actually. Okay, A11, A12, A13, elements of first row. Their cofactors, capital A11, capital A12, capital A13. When I multiply the elements of the first row with their corresponding cofactors and add it, the sum will be equal to the value of the determinant. Correct? And if I multiply A11 with the cofactors of the second row plus A12 multiplied by A22, A13 multiplied by A23, and we know that the sum will be equal to 0. So to find the value of this determinant, what I will do here, I will take the elements of the second row. So before I go and get this, I am going to find out the cofactors of the second row. Only these 3 I needed. Clear? Okay. Now minor of 2 equal to, block this column and this row. So it's going to be 9 minus 16. So 9 minus 16 is going to be minus 7. Minor of 0. Minor of 0 will be 15 minus 8 will be equal to 7. Minor of 1 will be equal to 10 minus 3 will be equal to 7. That's correct, right? Yeah, fine. Now I got the minors of each. Let me convert it to cofactors. So cofactor of 2 equal to second row elements, correct now? So minus plus minus. So it's going to be 7. Cofactor of 0 will be equal to 7 and cofactor of 1 will be equal to minus 7. So to find the value, what I will take the elements of the second row. 2 multiplied by its cofactor plus 0 multiplied by its cofactor plus 1 multiplied by its cofactor. So let's find the value. 14 plus 0 minus 7 or the value will be equal to 7. So when they specifically say evaluate by using a particular row, okay, so what you will do is you will take the help of the cofactors of the second row. So second row elements multiplied with their corresponding cofactors, the sum whatever we get, that will be the value of the determinant. That means you don't go and expand the whole determinant. If you want, you can just check this actually. So 5 multiplied by 0 minus 2 minus 3 multiplied by 6 minus 1 plus 8 multiplied by 4 minus 0. Correct now? So that's minus 10. That's minus 15 plus 32. Yeah, fine. Okay. So this is minus 25 plus 32. What's the value will be equal to? Normal expansion also will give me 7, but they don't want the normal expansion. You take the help of the cofactors of the second row and then get the value. So what you need to do, take the elements of the second row, for them you find out the cofactors and multiply and add the elements of second row with their corresponding cofactors. Whatever the value you get, that will be the value of the determinant. Clear, students? So in this, look at that. Column number 4, delta is given as 1, 1, 1, x, y, z, yz plus zx plus xy. Now this time you take cofactors of the third column. They said cofactors of the third column. That means for these three you find out the cofactors. Correct. Okay. So minor of yz. Minor of yz, block the column and row. So it's going to be z minus y. Next, minor of zx, block this column and this row, so it is going to be z minus x. Correct now? First one, this one, right? Z minus y, and for this z minus x. Okay, and the last one, minor of xy. Minor of xy will be equal to y minus x. That's okay. Now convert it to cofactors. Cofactor of yz. Elements of the third column will have the sign plus, minus, plus. Clear? Okay. Now, this has to be multiplied by plus, minus and plus. So, what is the value will be? Z minus y. So, cofactor of zx minus of z minus x, or if you want to multiply, x minus z. Clear? Okay. The next one. Cofactor of xy will be equal to y minus x. No change. So, what's the value of the determinant? Third column elements I should consider. So it is yz multiplied by its cofactor z minus y, and the next one plus zx. Correct now? Multiplied by its cofactor x minus z plus xy multiplied by its cofactor. That's enough. If you want, you just multiply and simplify it. Few more steps and you can still get the answer. So this is how it should be done. So whenever they specify use a particular row or column cofactors, it should be done like this. An easy concept. And now let us start. This is all about exercise 4.4. There are hardly few problems. We have done this. Now the next thing is exercise 4.5. This is also not been mentioned in the EPL. Please note down the heading. This is exercise 4.5 from the NCERT. Okay. So what they said is find the adjoint of the following matrices. So as you notice, there are two problems. So let us find out the adjoint. It's a 2 cross 2, right? I already told you how to do it in a shortcut way. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. The standard way of doing. First, let us construct matrix of minors. That means each element will be replaced by its corresponding minors. Minor of 1, 4. Minor of 2, 3. Minor of 3, 2. Minor of 4, 1. That's done. Multiply this with sign matrix. You will get 4 minus 3 minus 2, 1. And after multiplying, we got a matrix, right? So this is nothing but our cofactor matrix. Okay. Then adjoint. What is adjoint? Transpose of this cofactor matrix. So 4 minus 2 minus 3, 1. Procedure wise. If not, for a 2 cross 2, there is a direct way of finding the adjoint. Interchange these two. 4, 1. Change the sign of these two. Minus 2, minus 3. Just check now. Both are one and the same. Procedure wise and the shortcut method. But for a 2 cross 2, I will suggest you go for an adjoint of 2 cross 2 directly by using shortcut method. You will get the marks. Now, For a 3 cross 3, I will not suggest you a shortcut. So we have to find out the minors and then we have to construct the cofactors. Clear? So the second problem, to find adjoint, it is given as 1, minus 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, minus 2, 0, 1. For this we have to find out the adjoint. So as usual we will start with matrix of minors. It's better, see, you can write down the minors first, then you can convert to cofactors, then the mat will take a lot of time. So I am teaching you a direct method of finding the adjoint directly. Okay, so first we will construct matrix of minors, multiply that with sign matrix, whatever the resultant matrix is called as the cofactor matrix, and take the transpose of cofactor matrix, that will be called as adjoint. Just follow the 3 steps. Clear? Now let's go for it. Matrix of minors. So you know what to do. Wherever the elements you take, block the row and column and expand the remaining 4. So minor of 1, that will be 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 will be 3. Minor of minus 1, 2 plus 10. Correct now? So 2 plus 10, that's going to be 12. Minor of 2, 0 minus of minus 6, so that's going to be plus 6. Right. Next one, minor of 2, minus 1, 0. It is minus 1. Minor of 3, 1 plus 4. 1 plus 4 will be 5. Minor of 5, 0 minus 2. That's minus 2. Okay, now the third row, now it's going to be minus 5, minus 6. Minus 5, minus 6 will be minus 11. Minor of 0, 5 minus 4, 1. Minor of 1, 3 plus 2, that will be 5. Now multiply this with sign matrix. I tried doing directly. If you are not comfortable, you write down the minors, then cofactors, then construct the cofactor matrix, and then take the transpose. Okay, fine. Now after multiplying the sign matrix, what we get? 3 minus 12, 6, 1, 5, 2, minus 11, minus 1, 5. So this matrix is called as cofactor matrix. Correct, right? Now take the transpose of the cofactor matrix, that is 3 minus 12, 6, 1, 5, 2, minus 11, minus 1, 5. The transpose of the cofactor matrix will be called as the adjoint. So in the beginning, like yesterday, okay, you practice, you sit and practice and make sure you're perfect with find minors actually. If your minors go wrong, then everything will go wrong. Okay, so finding minors is very important. So just take care of finding minors. Okay, so once you get used to it, come to this thing. Okay, so come to the matrix of minors directly writing. Okay. So let's move to the next. Now the heading for third and the fourth. Verify the result. A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A multiplied by A is equal to determinant A multiplied by I. So the first one under that is given as 2, 3, minus 4, minus 6. Fine? Okay. Now just let's see what to do with this. So before I should find 2 things. One is first, let me find out the determinant first. Then I will find out the adjoint. So determinant of A equal to 2, 3, minus 4, minus 6. So minus 12 plus 12. So 2 multiplied by minus 6 will be minus 12 and minus of minus will be plus. What do you get here? You're getting determinant of A not equal to 0, correct now? So what is that I should get then? So when I multiply A multiply adjoint A, what is the answer should be? Determinant itself is 0. So answer for A multiplied by adjoint A also should be 0. Fine, let's see that. So let us find out adjoint 2. It's a 2 cross 2. Let me find directly. So minus 6 and 2. And this sign should be changed, minus 3 and 4. Now let us consider A multiplied by adjoint A. So 2, 3, minus 4, minus 6 multiplied with its adjoint, minus 6, minus 3, 4, 2. So let's go for matrix multiplication now. So on going for it, minus 12 plus 12 minus 6 plus 6. So it's going to be 24 minus 24, 12 minus 12. You can notice all the elements will be 0. Similarly, when you multiply adjoint A multiplied by A, you will still get it as a 0 matrix. Hence finally conclude, therefore A multiplied by adjoint A multiplied by A equal to determinant A multiplied by I. Okay, so that's the first one. That's problem number 3. Let's go to problem number 4 now. So problem number 4 is a 3 cross 3, 1 minus 1 2, 3 0 minus 2, 1 0 3. So that's a matrix given to us. Let's find out the determinant first. So determinant will be 1 multiplied by 0 plus 1 multiplied by 9 plus 2 plus 2 multiplied by 0. So what you get here is 11. So the value of the determinant will be equal to 11. That means when I multiplied A with its adjoint, what is that I should get? I should get 11 0 0 0 11 0 0 0 11. This is what the answer should be. Fine. So let us start finding the adjoint first. So I'm going to start with matrix of minors. Correct? Okay. So for the first element, I'm going to just do it quickly by looking at the board. So it's going to be 0, then it's going to be 11, and this will be 0. For the second row, it's going to be minus 3, and for the next 1, and for this element, it's going to be 1. Okay. Then for this, it's going to be 2. For this element, minus 2 minus 6, that's going to be minus 8. Correct? No, minus 2 minus 6. Okay. For this, it's going to be 3. So multiply this with sign matrix. This is the easiest method to reduce the errors. So this matrix will be called as cofactor matrix. Fine. So it's going to be 0 minus 11 0. So 3 1 minus 1 2 8 3. And the transpose of this, that is adjoint. So 0 3 2 minus 11 1 8 0 minus 1 3. That is adjoint. Okay. Now the next thing is to multiply, right? What should be multiplied? Matrix A should be multiplied with its adjoint. So A multiplied by adjoint A. So it's going to be 0 3 2 minus 11 1 8 0 minus 1 3. Let's take the product. Okay. So you think without knowing the product of matrix I can do this? No. First thing, when I want to learn determinant, I should be ready with my matrix concept. My matrix concepts are, it's important for me actually. What is determinant? It's a particular topic, it's a particular matrix on which the study is based on. So determinant is what actually? It's a real number associated with a square matrix. First thing is I should make sure I'm thorough with my matrix concept. Then only it's easy for me to go and learn the concepts in the determinant. Correct, right? So let's find out this product. So let's go for 0 plus 11 plus 0. The next 9 plus, sorry, my first row second column, right? Sorry, so it should be 3. Then minus 1 minus 2. The next 2 minus 8 plus 6. Okay. The next is going to be 0 plus 0 plus 0. That's 9 plus 0 plus 2. So it's going to be 6 plus 0 minus 6. Okay. Now the last row, that is 0 plus 0 plus 0. The next 0 plus 0. So it's going to be third, right? So it's going to be the last thing. Sorry. So it should be 3 plus 0 minus 3. Now the last one, 2 plus 0 plus 9. Okay. Now let us simplify this. Just notice, this is what you will get actually. So what I will say here, this is nothing but my determinant A multiplied by I. Correct, right? So similarly you can follow the second concept. So you can just prove that even please do this. I told you I have done it one part. I expect you to do this. So please carry on with this.